So if you go to convocation.notion.site, that'll bring you to here. If you scroll down and go to tools and resources, you can either click in here or you can just go here and go to infographics. This is where I collect all of the infographics that I really, really like. You got everything from module stacking penalties to different standard ship profiles to turret crystals and other ammunition analysis, login cheat sheet boosters, my Abyssal cheat sheet, and then, of course, the two newer ones. One is this one, which is all of the stuff involving the industry stuff, which we talked about last show, and I just put up the video for it on YouTube, the edited version of it. But then there's also this one, which is my new one. So recently they did a mining overhaul where they changed the way that the mining crystals worked and also where all the ore was. So what I put here is all of the different kinds of asteroid mining lasers. I've only done asteroids so far, and what rocks that they mine and what minerals are in those rocks. So this one's pretty straightforward. To the left of the crystal is all of the things that crystal can get. A simple can mine Veldspar, Plage, Pyro, Scordite, and Mortium. Veldspar has Tritanium, etc., etc. I tried to make it so it's in order of which mineral has the most quantity in each one, but I also haven't triple checked it, so it's almost certainly wrong. I haven't even double checked it. It's almost certainly wrong in a few places, but that could be something I could fix in theory. I did put these lines so that way these two middle bands, the coherent and variegated, are more low-sec-y ore, whereas the two bottom ones are more null-sec ore, of course, Abyssal being in Pochvin. The ones with blue, however, are the ones that can be found in the AO Blue Star or border system sites. So you can find these in high-sec, all of them, if you go to systems that border null-sec or low-sec systems. Likewise, you can also find them in AO Blue Star systems, in nullsec, and in any time that is like a nullsec borders a lowsec system. In fact, at that border point, both the nullsec site and the lowsec site can both have the possibility of spawning the border ore. And the Ytterium, the amount of Ytterium in the sites have been increased by 900%, which is the source of isogen. They're definitely worth hunting down and finding. Ytterium right now is one of the most valuable minerals that you can possibly mine, and you can even find it in high-sec in theory. Pro tip, if you want to find it in high-sec reasonably, look for high-sec islands. Contiguous high-sec is hunted mercilessly. Like, people are on it right away. But yeah, so just kind of simple. I've been thinking about doing another one for mineral or for moon ore, but like that feels like, first of all, it would not be as clean because all of the different things they're so small, or like if I shrunk them, it'd be unreadable. So I may just do ore and crystal, but I want to say, I feel like when you're moon mining, you're probably going to be told which one to do or what to know or whatever. It could still be valuable, but I don't know. You guys tell me, or if there's something else I could do to expand on this one or to correct. There could absolutely be flaws in this still. One thing I figured out in all this that I found was really interesting was like, so there's one high-sec crystal, there's one null-sec crystal, but there's two low-sec crystals. And that always struck me as kind of weird. But if you look at it, there's a pattern. Basically, both of the crystals get all four of the same stuff. However, coherent crystals are of the four, pick two, whereas variegated crystals are of the four, pick three, with the only one that's missing from any of them being Mexilon. All three of them have Mexilon in it, but Procrite is the one without isogen, Dark Orchor would be the one without pyrite, and Nisus would be the one without Noxium. Whereas the coherents are combinations of two, so there's naturally more of them because there's more combinations of the two, with pyrite and Mexilon being the only ones that are in two of them, where Noxium and isogen are in three of them, because they have each of their, basically it's Noxium and pyrite, Noxium and Mexilon, isogen and Mexilon, isogen and pyrite, and then of course Noxium and pyrite and isogen. And the reason why that is of course because pyrite and Mexilon is found in other places, including high-sec, moon ore, etc. So it's kind of the extra, it's the sluff, more or less, which is one of the reasons, I guess. Does that mean that Hemorrhophryte is one of the more valuable ore because it has both of the rarer stuff in it? Maybe that might be something we're thinking about. Is that true? I don't even know. But yeah, like that's really what's going on here. Yeah, so on that note, I would recommend, because as you can tell, my schedule is super out of my control for the purposes of summer break vacation. So I would strongly recommend, if you're interested in checking out Eve, or you haven't yet, or you haven't used a buddy code to get 1,000,000 free SP, this there is a link posted in the stream now or down below where you can get 1,000,000 free SP. You can use it already if you have an account. You can use it if you have a Steam account. As long as you've never done it before, you can do it, and it benefits all of the people that help out my stream and the Convocation of Empyreans that make things happen. If you want to join the Convocation of Empyreans and help us maximize player engagement with EVE Online, the Convocation of Empyreans is recruiting. However, even if you're not interested in actually joining us in-game, I strongly recommend you go ahead and hop in our Discord, because we have public channels for people, including channels involving for the show and whatnot, where I can get feedback and chat with people, as well as roles that you can give yourself in the roles channel, including a YouTube one. So that way you can see when I go live or put out videos or any of that kind of stuff. It's probably the best way to keep track of things and keep on pace with things. And of course, we're on voice comms like basically all the time. So as long as you're not obnoxious, hop on in and join the chat, you know, whatever. We're always looking for more people to come and do stuff with. We've got weekly moon mining, we've got faction warfare, we've got home fronts and such, and we support as many different kinds of activities as we possibly can. So if any of this interests you, come hop in and look into it some more. Just do me a favor, and when you fill out your application and they say, like, how did you find out? Don't just start it with, well, I watched this one video on YouTube. Say something a little bit more creative than that. Like if you're going to go that far, if you're just going to go with the story of, I found this YouTuber on YouTube and now I'm here, just tell a story. Tell them that a leprechaun came out of your dream and inscribed upon a scroll the URL for the website, and here you are because you were told to by your dead on. You know, whatever. I don't care. Just my lead recruiter is starting to complain that everybody has the exact same story. So let's go ahead and make it interesting for them. Also, make sure to like the stream. And thank you guys so much for, you know, super chats and support and memberships and all that kind of stuff. You know, I appreciate it. The guineas appreciate it. I haven't been able to make as much content as normal. And on top of that, it's been my son's birthday and just everything else. So would not be able to keep doing this if it wasn't for you guys, for absolute sure. So, Ashes the Leprechaun confirmed. Sure, why not? All that said, check out the stuff. We got the merch. We got the other stuff. But really, I just appreciate you guys watching my videos, sharing them with other people. I've seen a lot more of that, and it's really cool. And I really think that it has an effect. Like, I'm meeting more and more people who know how to fix their fit when something minor's wrong, or understand how to look up information, or understand how to do their own industry. And it really, really makes me happy that we are playing a small role in the improving of EVE Online, because it is our game. It is a sandbox, and therefore we need to take responsibility of it as a community as well. All that said, I've been Ashtarothi. I've been playing this game since 2010, talking about since 2012, and I'm here to put EVE into context for you, my fellow Empyreans. Thank you guys so much for coming. I've been Ashtarothi, the voice of New Eden. And until next time, I'll see you in space. Join the Gal Mill.